Conformity. It refers to the act of changing one's behavior or beliefs to match those of others, often in response to real or imagined group pressure. Fashion trends often illustrate conformity, with individuals adopting certain styles to fit in with their peers. Obedience. It involves following orders or commands from an authority figure, even when it conflicts with one's personal beliefs or values. That's why, in military, soldiers often follow orders in situations that might conflict with their personal ethics. Bystander effect. It is a social phenomenon where individuals are less likely to offer help to a victim when other people are present. People walking past a person in distress on a busy street, assuming that someone else will offer assistance, is bystander effect. Social loafing. It describes the tendency of individuals to exert less effort to achieve a goal when they work in a group than when they work alone. This is often due to the perception that one's effort is less crucial to the group outcome. Due to this, in group projects, some members may contribute less, relying on others to pick up the slack. Group polarization. It occurs when a group of people start with a moderate stance on an issue, but end up adopting a more extreme stance after discussing it. This is due to the reinforcement of initial attitudes following group discussion. That's why online forums where people share similar views can lead to more radical positions over time. Social facilitation. It explains how the presence of others can improve an individual's performance on tasks they find easy or have well practiced, but can hinder performance on complex or new tasks due to increased arousal. That's why athletes perform better during competitions than in practice, due to the energizing effect of the audience. Stereotyping. It involves creating an oversimplified image of a particular group of people, usually by assuming that all members of the group share the same characteristics. This can lead to prejudice and discrimination. Social exchange theory. It suggests that social behavior is the result of an exchange process. The aim of this exchange is to maximize benefits and minimize costs. According to this theory, decisions about social relationships are based on perceived rewards and penalties. In-group bias. Also known as in-group favoritism, it occurs when people give preferential treatment to others when they perceive those others to be members of their own group. This bias can lead to discrimination and prejudice against those not perceived to be part of the in-group. In a workplace, an employee might favor colleagues from the same department when allocating resources or giving praise, regardless of the actual performance of individuals from other departments. Fundamental attribution error. It is the tendency for observers to underestimate situational influences and overestimate personal disposition and traits when judging others' behavior. Essentially, people are more likely to attribute someone else's actions to their character rather than to their situation. If someone cuts us off in traffic, we might think they are a rude and reckless driver, rather than considering they might be rushing to an emergency. This shows us doing fundamental attribution error. De-individuation. It is a concept in social psychology that is characterized by a loss of self-awareness and diminished social identity in group contexts. This can lead to impulsive and deviant behavior that individuals would not normally engage in alone. This is why people in large crowds or online anonymity engage in aggressive or antisocial behavior. Confirmation bias. It is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms one's pre-existing beliefs or hypotheses, while giving disproportionately less consideration to alternative possibilities. This bias affects how information is gathered and interpreted, leading to skewed perceptions of reality. In the context of political opinions, individuals might exclusively consume news that aligns with their existing beliefs, further entrenching those views. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments, and I would love to hear your views. Thank you for watching the video, and if you learned something new, please subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up to the video, and share it with your friends.